Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour. We're here at the Sun Devil Fitness Complex in Tempe, Arizona, on the main campus of Arizona State University, the Sun Devils. My name's Tim Baghurst, and I'm joined for this match by Commissioner TJ Bamba. TJ, 2 versus 3. The seeds got where they're supposed to, semifinals. And this will be a good one, I think. Well, if you're not familiar with these players, Montse Mejia from Mexico is wearing the black, and her opponent, the 2 seed, is Maria Jose Vargas in the blue. Both of these players, by the way, have been world number 1. They've both been at the top, but currently, Paola Longoria sits at world number 1. She'll be in action after this match, taking on Gabriela Martinez, the 5 seed. Now's your chance to make your predictions. You might want some stats, courtesy of Todd Boss and Pro Racquetball Stats. These two have played each other 10 times, and it's Vargas who leads head-to-head 7-3. In fact, Vargas has won the last 3 in a row against Mejia. So one would say, put your money on Vargas. However, TJ, we've been watching a lot of racquetball the last couple of days, and Mejia has been in fine form.
Well, she really took it out on Kalani Lawrence in the quarterfinals this morning.
15-0, 15-4.
Monty was, just so efficient.
And Vargas puts down a nice pinch on the backhand side to start this. I said this earlier today. I felt like Vargas was maybe rushing her lob serves, not taking them, dare I say, as seriously as the drive serve. That's a clean cross-court winner for Mejia.
1-0. And you can hear TM, right? Okay. Then y'all are good. You sound great.
What a shot for Mejia. Take another look, everyone.
2-0.
Mejia, as we mentioned, defeated Kalani Lawrence earlier this morning. Vargas was tested a lot more, having to play her longtime doubles partner, Natalia Mendez.
Right, it's been a while since those two faced off in a pro event.
Vargas winning that one in a tiebreaker, and never fun experience playing one of your good friends.
Roommates, friend, teammate, partner.
Ooh. Will we have an
really,
appeal?
Yeah, it was really close.
And we will have the appeal. One disagrees and one agrees.
It was that close.
Yeah. Well, the line judge on the left side is over by our official. They're the two that agreed.
It's a tough shot.
Mejia's feeling it.
Yeah. What's interesting to me with these two, Vargas ended last season as the #1 player on tour. The year before, Montse Mejia ended the season #1 on tour. So, yeah, always a good matchup between these two. She went for it. 2 different game styles here. Vargas, a shooter, aggressive shot taker, really fantastic court coverage. Montse Mejia, very smart, crafty player, good hands. She's going to work the ball. She's going to play a smart game, off-speed shots.
Mejia
really
likes the rallies, doesn't she?
Yeah, yes. Both incredibly athletic. Of course, that's a good rally for Mejia. That's where she wants to be. She wants to control that spot a little in front of center and pinch and nice controlled shots up front.
Vargas needs some balls down the sides. And right now, it's all Montse Mejia, and Vargas looking a little flat.
Yeah, I agree. Another short serve. You know, Vargas has had some injuries in recovery and she had some knee surgery earlier in the season.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure that's taken a toll as she's recovered and coming back from all of that.
That's better from Vargas that time. As the serve goes across her body to the forehand, straight down the line for the winner. Oh, my goodness.
Jam got her.
Got her. Take another look at this, everyone. But that is a perfect pass. Earlier today, Vargas struggled against Mendez, and in part credit Mendez, but I also think in part because Vargas' serve has not been clicking like it can.
And Mendez has been playing very well this season. I think this is a better season for her than the last year or so.
That's really nice from Vargas.
Of course, never count anybody out. You see the ebbs and flows of any match where one player gets hot and then the other one, and who comes out on top when it comes down to the final point.
So a couple of points for Vargas. Our official for this match, Rhonda Rasic. And that time Vargas got her feet twisted up. Ball came too close to her body, couldn't hit the front wall.
5-2.
Vargas with a win over Angelica Barrios in the first round.
But yeah, just questioning whether that ball was good or not. I believe it just hit the side wall. It sounded funny.
And that's an outstanding serve. Watch the value of hitting this sidewall. So I heard you called the score and she served it. There was no time between. I mean, she called the score, so you're entitled to serve, right?
Well, I guess the question was, did Vargas start motion as the score while the score was being? And I don't know or not. We do know that Vargas plays very fast.
Yes.
So I'd have to see a replay on that.
I think this may be a little bit of Montse Mejia just trying to slow things down a little too.
And she could put a racket up, right?
Absolutely. Either way, the point stands. Mejia with the mini timeout, and it's effective.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Sometimes players just want, clarification.
Oh, sure.
Like, hey, I want to question this. Keep an eye on this. So as long as it's respectful.
And the forehand pinch is really working for Montse Mejia so far. Mejia with a win over Seinhorst in her first round of 16. She got a bye, as did Vargas. And both of these players will be in action this evening in doubles. Mejia playing with her longtime partner Herrera, the 1 seeds. And interestingly, Vargas playing with Valeria Centellas and not Natalia Mendez.
I think Team Argentina just mixing it up and just trying something else. I love the doubles for the LPRT because these partners, unless they're winning every tournament, they're trying some other things out, and it makes the most interesting draws.
That's clean hitting from Vargas, straight down the line. Indeed, we've got Natalia Mendez playing with Michelle Key,
Yeah.
and we have Jessica Parrilla playing with Cristina Amaya. I mean, this will be fun this evening.
Yeah, Herrera, Mejia, #1 seeds. 2 seeds are Mendez and Key.
Yeah.
Key's had a couple of good finals, a win, and then a good final in Maryland.
Oh. Inch perfect from
That
Mejia.
rollout.
6 serves 5.
So it was 5 points in a row for Mejia, but Vargas has now found her way back into this first game. And this forehand pinch is just on point this afternoon.
Yeah, no surprise there. You know, she's a tremendous right side doubles player. She tends to pinch a lot successfully.
That's just too good from Maria Jose Vargas. I want to say a big thanks to the Madison Trust and in particular Dan Parker, the title sponsor for this event. That was a screen and should be appealed. It will be. And the line judges overturn it. So second serve. So the advantage of appealing a bad shot from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't matter. Mejia rips one down the line.
7 serves 5.
And Vargas is playing much, much better now.
Yeah. You know, some players I feel like get better and better as the rounds go on in a tournament. Some players are slow starters at the beginning of the match. Unforced error there from Vargas. Her feet really wide apart when she hit that ball.
7 serves 5.
7-5.
Well, our show court is an unusual one. You can see the maroon on the right side of the burgundy. I'm not really sure what that color is, TJ.
I think that's Arizona, ASU, Sun Devils maroon.
Okay. Smart. Wide angle from Mejia, followed by the scream. We have this maroon color on the right side. We have a pen purple ball, and
It's tough.
it is tough
Yeah.
on that right side to pick this ball up, and we get some unusual bounces on this glass on the right side also. Oh, that's
crazy.
unlucky. Watch this bounce again. We mentioned some unusual bounces, and that ball just took
It
off.
just flew, didn't it?
So timeout on the court taken by Vargas. Monse Mejia leads in game 1. And we're back in, everybody. 9-5. It was 5-0. Then Vargas equalized it. And now Mejia, trying to be very casual and cute, just missed that
Yeah,
pitch.
she does. I mean, she
That's
does
her
some
game.
off-speed stuff, and that one didn't work.
Timeout worked for Vargas.
Oh, so smart.
Oh, my goodness. Vargas almost picking that ball up off the floor, scrambling
yeah.
around this court.
I love that, because when you get up front like that, when the ball's so close to the front, well, you have a million options. and I thought she made a good choice there. Mejia made a good choice.
A serve. No argument this time from the Argentine.
10 serves 5.
10-5. Mejia playing very, very clean racquetball. Very few unforced errors. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
I love that rally.
And watch Mejia, who's like, yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I love that rally from both players. It was such a clean, athletic, just fun to watch.
Forehand pinch again,
Yeah.
Mejia. These rallies are testing the lungs of both players.
Well, we knew this was going to be a battle.
Amateur draw started at 3 p.m., and so it's great to see a large
Even more,
contingent.
yeah. It's a full house in the building today. Short serve. So as the same thing we had last year at this event, we have a big volleyball tournament, a girls volleyball. I'm not sure if it's middle school or high school, but we actually really wanted to be here on this weekend again because we had so much of traffic of these volleyball players coming out last year and watching, and they're starting to fill in again now.
So it looks like we have an equipment timeout from Vargas, so no official timeout. Or I should say it's an official's timeout, not a player timeout. Vargas needed to change her racket out. And Mejia is just asking if it was a timeout. And I guess it was. Okay. Timeout was taken. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, Vargas liking the new strings on that racket.
5 serves 11.
5'11", Vargas with work to do, but has hundreds of matches to her name. A wealth of experience to do it.
6 serves 11.
That's really good from Montse Mejia. Vargas leads 7-3 head-to-head. Has won the last 3 against her opponent. Will Mejia reverse that today? Oh, not with shots
That's
like
tough.
that.
I mean, that was a good serve. It wasn't,
Yeah.
didn't come off the back wall very far, but again, Vargas, a shooter. She's shooting for every inch on that court.
And I feel like Vargas was either going for jam or the short Z.
Serve 6.
It was a bit of both, and it didn't work. Big amateur draw. I remember a couple days ago talking to the tournament director saying they had to increase the size of it twice.
Yeah, one of the things they do here, they did cap the number of entrants that were allowed to play. They do still have 10 courts here. They're supposed to leave one open for the students, so really 9 usable courts. I'll tell you a second.
Big skip from Vargas. Went for the reverse pinch.
13.
Yeah, so they did max out in entries, but one of the things they say they do is they really tried to do, like the Women's Open has a consolation drop down. They try to make sure that anybody who comes to play here gets a lot of matches. They do pool plays in a lot of divisions. So, plus great facility. I mean, this is such a excellent place for a tournament.
You could see there Mejia slowing things down with the racket raised. But playing with authority this afternoon.
When's the last time you saw either of these players hit a ceiling ball?
Few and far between. But I like that from Mejia. She tended to be a little defensive.
They're fun to watch.
Especially in doubles, you'll see, she makes very few unforced errors, but leaves a lot of balls
It
up.
was not a criticism by me. It was both, again, aggressive shot takers and shooters.
And that's well done cross court from Vargas, the Argentine.
6 serves 13.
6-13. And that's really good.
Yeah.
Vargas is not playing poorly.
No.
Mejia is just playing a little better.
Yes. Yes. This is a good match.
Clean down the line for Mejia.
13 serves 7.
Hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching from. Thanks to everybody sharing it. That's just too good for Mejia.
Yeah, good patience.
13 serves 7.
Vargas, I mean,
The
she
timing.
hugged that line.
Yeah.
Her foot was right there. I mean, it's a good choice. Good.
Yeah, these two are
Good
just returning the serves well.
Yeah.
And each one is really struggling to find those free points, those easy shots. Gabby Martinez over to our right. She's here ready for her semifinal. Taking on 1 seed Longoria. Martinez, the 5 seed, overcame Herrera in 2 straight, the 4 seed. That should be an avoidable hinder.
14 serves 7.
And it brings up
Yeah.
game point number 1. And there's the first game. Skip from Vargas
Yeah.
and Mejia. The
But
3 seed claims it.
Yeah, I would say though both players playing pretty well. Not a lot of errors in this match. Just good shooting. Certainly enjoyed watching game 1.
Okay, high quality match, everybody. Will Vargas come back like she did earlier today? Well, we'll be back in a couple minutes to find out.
Me learn different ways to attack my job. If you're interested in going into coaching or joining the FSU coach program, I would just say don't even think about it and do it.
And welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst joined by Commissioner TJ Bomba for this semifinal match, and it's turned into a really good one. Mejia claimed the first 15-7, and really both players hitting clean balls, playing well, but Mejia, I think the difference, scoring when she's in the box, Vargas less so. Rare.
Of course, right after we say
Yeah.
how well they shoot, they do something like that, right?
I mean,
I mean,
should
out of the
pay
ordinary,
us.
yeah.
They should pay us.
Another, as you were saying in the first game, another pinch into that right
Yeah.
front corner.
That's where Mejia's living right now, and Vargas needs to be aware of that because that wasn't a perfect pinch. That stayed up.
Yeah.
But
Vargas was a little on the right
Yeah.
side, maybe expecting the down the line.
and
I
call
was
that
gonna say
good.
that looked pretty good to me.
No
Yeah,
appeals.
Mejia's been trying to sneak that right down the line serve in a couple times, and that's the first one she really got in.
And that one again, left up, and Vargas just a stutter step too slow to get that ball back.
Uh-oh.
Broken ball.
Oh,
I think that's the first one of the tournament. On this court.
No, I was just, I was gonna say we've had broken balls on courts 2 and 3 already.
Big thanks to the Friends of Arizona Racquetball, as well as the RPAA Board of Directors and President Sean Davis. Takes a lot of people to make a tournament like this happen.
Short serve. Yeah, and I will say this event is benefiting the ASU and NAU racquetball teams. And those students from those teams have been out here all day yesterday, all day today, just helping out any way they
Volunteering.
can possibly. They want to help with the event. They've been mopping courts, getting ice, doing
Yeah.
all the things, and it's really been, they've been an incredible help here this weekend.
Excellent wide angle that just dies on the back wall. Big thanks to Paradise Windows, Racquetball Now, and Dave Negretti, Ceramic Tile Services, and Lamar Hughes. Really fine hitting
cracked
from
out.
Mejia. Tempe Tourism, the Granite Dude, Burrito Express, some individuals, including Susie Boulanger, Brian Parker, Richard All, Richard Eisman. Another winner from Mejia and a little frustration from Vargas. Ken Osorio, Sunshine Arterburn, the Matfeld family. And we've had some great food too. We should also mention the Forno 301 and Nino's Greek Cafe. This time Vargas gets in the service box. Now, she got in there quite a bit in game one, couldn't really find the points. Let's see if she can here.
She just skipped a serve.
It just, I mean, what do you say? Would you skip a serve and you're number 2 in the world? She's done it before, though.
Yeah,
We've seen it before.
I mean, she's not the only pro player I've seen do it, of course, but yeah, just the wind out of her sails after that first game. Maybe it was 3 skips in a row. Maybe a timeout this early.
Well, it's not early anymore. It's 6-1. Mejia, to her credit, playing extremely well. Make that 7. Surely the timeout comes.
Yeah, it breaks some momentum. It's
And Vargas and Mendez Centellas used to travel with a coach.
yeah.
That hasn't happened the last few tournaments. And
Right, but I think Team Argentina supports each other, and they're down
course.
here, but
8-1.
yeah,
What's going
really,
on?
Vargas looks a little deflated here,
Yeah,
and
a little
I mean,
checked out.
if I'm one of her teammates, I'm yelling like, hey, take a break, get a timeout.
But that's a reprieve for Vargas. Forehand kill shot. Can she come back in the second game?
Gosh, she practically skipped another one. It was so close.
Wow.
Yeah, head down. Just Vargas just feeling a little defeated here.
One of the things I love about Mejia's game is her ability to anticipate where the ball is going. You'll notice sometimes she starts running before the opponent hits it. Too good. Too good. Not that time, Mejia. Mejia's serving has been quite good in this match too, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's hit or miss. Today, especially this morning, it's been on point. That's a really good serve. Inside out forehand, gets a free point from the racket of Vargas. Little momentum for Vargas. While we're thanking people, TJ should also thank Coach Winterton, who's ever present at the tournament, always willing to lend a hand.
That man, that's one of the hardest working men in the game. He
loves
and
his
I
sport.
don't think you would have it any other way. Big shout out and thank you to him, to Coach Winterton.
Smart shot down the line.
Monte trying to sneak one in. Probably trying to take advantage of that dark side wall.
Well, even if you're not hitting that in, it's creating doubt for future serves.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll try it again. I've got to remember that. I've got to keep my eye on that right side. And a couple of unforced errors again from Vargas.
I don't know to say she would normally get that one. So
yeah,
I'm just kind of wondering if what's going on.
Well, she's a perennial diver.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that very much at all this weekend. Wow. Not that time. You saw Mejia.
She was already there.
She knew where it was
practically,
going. She just couldn't get there in time.
4, serves 11.
And skips it.
Yeah.
Through the legs for Mejia. But ultimately,
5, serves 11.
Vargas with a point. I mean, you can't question the effort from Vargas. She's still giving everything. That's really good.
Good shot.
6, serves 11.
Started with a very good serve. Can she replicate? Almost. A little short. Well, Mejia will go back and wish she had a different shot selection when she was in the middle of the court that time. Maybe thinking Vargas would try to cover the pinch.
Oh, that's a tough serve. I don't know how Monse Mejia got there. Ooh. My goodness. Well played rally there by Vargas.
And it looks like Mejia's the one who breaks the timeout jinx and says, I'm going to take one before you, Maria Jose Vargas. It's 8 serving 11.
And here Vargas staying on the court.
Vargas is back in it, back in just a moment. We're back in at 8-11. Vargas finding a little bit of momentum. Mejia trying to stop it. Very nice soft touch from Mejia. Middle of the court. That's that doubles hands that Mejia has.
Yeah. Really nice control, and she's good at hitting the off-speed shots.
And a great serve.
Stretching Vargas out, both corners, deep in the court.
Vargas not done yet.
Oh no, I've seen too many matches and too many comebacks to write anybody off ever. Another
Vargas
short one.
with just over 300 matches on tour compared to 150 from Mejia. Of course, there is a big age difference. Mejia just turned 25 recently, and Vargas is almost 32.
Oh, my
we like
goodness.
that, TJ Bamba.
Yeah, and I'm going to say he got a little lucky there. Vargas hit right back to her. I thought Vargas was going to go down the right sideline on that, but so easy for me to say that from out here. I know exactly what to hit.
Nice backhand winner from Vargas. Again, I go back to Vargas hasn't played poorly. Mejia's just played a little better.
Agreed.
Smart. Vargas, you can see, why am I not hitting that down the line?
13, Sergey.
Maybe going for a little too much on those pinches.
Eight serves 13.
Oh, that's twice she
Again.
got her on that jam.
Yeah, take another look. Textbook jam serve.
9 serves
Into that sidewall, then coming into the middle. And of course, as a player, you're leaning left. Fist pump from Mejia.
13 serves 9.
2 points away. This would be a big win for Montse Mejia. Last time she beat Vargas was over a year and a half ago.
Yeah, the end of the season. I know
Yeah.
she beat her. She won in Virginia Beach.
Vargas has won the last two in tiebreakers. Match point. And there it is. I think Vargas, well, she will
Yeah.
not appeal that.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was-
she knew.
Yeah, I think that was an amazing serve there. Well played by Montse Mejia. And again, kudos to Vargas. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, she wasn't playing bad. It was just,
She was
this was Montse's day.
Yeah, she was. Montse, as you can see, has been feeling it, been playing extremely well, and advances to the final. So who will she play? We don't know yet. We're going to find out next on court. Gabriela Martinez, the 5 seed, taking on world number 1, Paula Longoria. We're going to let those players join us and make sure that they warm up properly, and we'll be back with you for that second semifinal.